For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 for 5 to begin this game. On the floor for the Nets, Porter Jr. and Clowney in at forward. Torrey out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Claxton in at the 5. Now here's Claxton. No points so far. 4 on the clock. And here's Thomas from the arc. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. The Warriors lead by 22. To the inside. Kicks it out to MP. Fires the 3. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. MP's got 13. All the talk around the NBA, Grant. That quadruple double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, B.A. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
Brooklyn, no good that time either. Golden State with the ball. Coming into this, having knocks to win against San Antonio in their last game.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
The key when you go into a hostile territory is play with a purpose and stay true to your game plan. That's what they did.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jimmy Butler.
And it's not the kind of trend he wanted to see, but that's what happens over the course of almost any career. Coaches around the league have learned all your tendencies, and let's face it, playing for as long as he has takes a toll on the body.
Here's Torrey. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Thomas, a screen on MP. Torrey can't hit.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect them to make that layup.
Pass to Bogdanovich. There's the triple. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Here's Thomas. 33 points last game.
I like this move to the full court press, putting some extra pressure on the offense.
Claxton with it. Back to Thomas. To end the drought. A rebound by Alston. MP's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Three-pointer. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. MP's got 16 points now.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Here.
I don't need Santa, I need Jesus, cause he present to the peace.
And they've gone to the full court press here, looking to make things as difficult as possible and maybe force a turnover or two.
So for Brooklyn now, Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Then there's Torrey. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Clowney in at the 4. Curry with a wide open look. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Alston's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
They're so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
You know what? Sometimes you play a great game and lose. What you hope happens, though, is it toughens them up a bit mentally, and they figure out how to close it out next time.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He ended
No,
up
you
with
don't.
a jaw-dropping amount of points and story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple-double. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP registering a quadruple-double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
And that one's good by Porter.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Double team on Nurkic. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Traore. 11 points for him in that last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
Yeah. I'm going all the way up. Somebody would try block. The favor of God is wherever I walk. I'm on my way and I cannot be stopped. My enemies mad, they've been trying to plot. I'm not the one you should try with. They wanted me to be silent. Thought they could keep me down, but I'm moving. Coming through now, that's another.
I like this move to the full court press, putting some extra pressure on the offense.
So on the floor for Brooklyn, the tandem on the perimeter, Thomas and Porter Jr. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, then there's Traore, and it's Clowney in at the 4. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Oh,
my! Just incredible!
That is a monster finish.
All the talk around the NBA, Grant, that quadruple-double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, B.A. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
And Thomas has got the ball here for the Nets. Here's Traore. No points yet. And a missed layup.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate.
Nice adjustment there, going to the full court press, trying to ratchet up the pressure here a little bit.
Setting the 4 for the Nets. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Traore is out there with Thomas. And it's Claxton in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple-double. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Okay, Allie, thanks.
like in every burning. Take a song and get burning. In my car, and you took all of my burning. I saw my God in the burning. My God, I can feel the spirit burning. I can feel the spirit burning, burning. I can feel the spirit burning, burning.
So on the floor for Brooklyn, Porter Jr. and Clowney in at forward. Cam Thomas out there with Traore. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Now here's Porter. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get off a shot here.
I know that the devil's not happy, cause God is blocking every dart the devil shot at me. I feel this way, my guy had gave me strength. My heart was golden and he broke it off for me. He gave me grace, give him all of me. He gave it all for me and changed my way.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spot. Torres out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, MP in the last matchup against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple-double. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. In stretches, he was absolutely down. Greg, he loved the Nets' performance tonight.
This team needs his contribution. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again. Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP registering a quadruple-double.
One of the greatest all-aroround games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight. And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
And yes, it's good.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here's Traore, 11 points last game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
You don't need a Red Bull to stay up. Like I want hit you straight up, straight up. You can find the truth in God. That's the only way up. 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 That's the only way up.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
On the floor for Brooklyn, Porter Jr. and Clowney in at forward. Cam Thomas out there with Traore. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Oh, and the dunk by MP. All the talk around the NBA, Grant, that quadruple-double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, B.A. MP doing...
Put that pot down, stripper to police. Yeah, I'm a cop now. Better pick yourself above God, you gon' get brought down. I would not be found, I'm looking out, so call me locked down. I ain't trying to back them all the way. I'ma keep my feet up on the track, I'm on it straight. If I can never catch him lacking, this is not a game, he's the way up.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP registering a quadruple-double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change things.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. Here's Thomas. It's rebounded by Golden State. Alston's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Inside.
I know I'm spiritual. Time flies, I'm a right mind, I'm a right mind, in the interview. I'm a right mind, in the right mind, I'm a right mind, in the spinning mode. In the pipeline,
Here's Torre. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the Nets miss again.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Knocks down the triple.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plans perfectly.
And that's it for the first quarter in what has been a very lopsided game. Warriors ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Nets. Powell is out there with Saraf. Then there's Zach Collins. Then it's Zaire Williams. And it's Wolf in at the power forward. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, NC in the last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and the story of the night, he put together the rare quadruple-double, and he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Great report there, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
All the talk around the NBA, Grant, that quadruple double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, B.A. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
Everyone has their opinion on the game, and some fans believe too many threes are being taken.
Well, teams are going to do what wins games. As far as the aesthetics of the game, does the league office want to make an adjustment? We'll just have to wait and see.
What did he just do? MP showing some insane athleticism.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Gordon with a steal. All right, now let's go courtside for a story on NB's remarkable season.
He's getting close to the single-season points record. It's held by who else? Wilt Chamberlain. During shoot-around, I asked him what it mean to pass Wilt, and he said, quote, Wilt is the standard when it comes to scoring. Passing him in anything is incredible. Well said, guys.
Absolutely. Good point there. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
Pass to Williams. Double by Kuminga. Here's Torre. And connects on the 9-footer. Torre's got his first 2 points.
Great look on the interior, and this man capitalizes.
The basket counts, and one. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
This will be his second trip to the free throw line in this one. Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Free throw good, MP. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Collins. Now here's Thomas. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Williams from long range. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. And here's Jackson Davis. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Jackson Davis has got his second basket of the game. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Collins, no good. Golden State has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Gets the 3 to fall. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Ooh, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Nets have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Pass to Toure. Outside, Williams. Clock at 4. Shoots over Kuminga. And again, it's the Nets missing. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand.
My Lord, my God, my sword, my rock, this war, my fight, in the football, my side, we'll put it on you, alright, tell me where to go, we alright,
Setting the floor for the Nets. Toure is out there with Cam Thomas. Then it's Williams. Then it's Collins. And it's Clowney in at the 4. And teams are always looking for positional size. Doris, where is that most valuable?
If you look across the league today, Kevin, it's at every single position. Size and skill as a combination is very tough to beat, and teams are getting bigger and more skilled across positions now.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, MP in the last matchup against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple-double. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Allie, we appreciate the update. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP registering a quadruple-double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight. You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option.
Here's Toure. In his last outing, he had 11.
yeah, I think it's time to get rid of the team. The church said it's not for too long. I think it's time to get rid of the team.
7 points on the floor for the Nets. Toure out there with Cameron Thomas. Then it's Zaire Williams. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Clowney in at the 4 slot. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept of ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel in any sport. You agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He had an unbelievable amount of points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple-double. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that way tonight, guys.
Yeah, spot on, Allie. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
All the talk around the NBA, Grant, that quadruple-double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, B.A. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
Here's Thomas. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Here's Torrey, covered by MP. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Brooklyn, no good that time either. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets. Came away with a win.
They flat out dominated the last time these teams squared off, particularly on the glass.
Well, that's got to be an area of concern in this one. If they are able to dominate the boards again, it could be a repeat of the last week.
Here's Torrey, right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. There's a screen. Inside to halt the run. Clowney can't get it to go.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Brooklyn's gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Thomas misses.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
And got it! Another basket!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. They desperately want to stop this run.
Might be time to switch things up. Try a new play call or something.
Pass to Williams. Here's Clowney. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Shot clock at 3. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Curry, yet another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well. Hitting his guys right in their spots. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
What athletic ability from MP. Plenty of bounce in those legs.
We look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Now, here's Williams. Yet to see a basket. Here's Clowney. Knocks it down from distance.
Yeah, if you give him that much room, he's usually going to connect.
To the paint. Here's Butler. Lays it up and banks it in.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Now here's Thomas. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. Torrey can't hit. Golden State with the ball. Coming into this, having knocked the win against San Antonio in their last game.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game. And the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
A lot of people think you shoot much better at home, but if you really look at the league-wide stats, it's only about 2 to 3 percentage points different.
Oh, nice, dude.
Here's Austin. And it's good. He hits another one.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Williams on the wing. And he lobs it up top. Here's the break. The 3 from Curry. He buries it from 3. Curry's got 26 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 6. Shot clock at 2. Brooklyn, no good that time either. The drive by MP. Oh, MP throws it down.
Yes, speeding in there and getting some air time. MP with a solid jam off the drive.
There's a minute 17 left in the second quarter. Here's Torrey, covered by MP. Thomas outside to the middle. 6 to shoot. To get back on track. Fires in the triple. Thomas has got 7 points here in the quarter.
Man, Thomas right there just did a great job making himself available. Getting to his spot, ready to fire.
And again, another assist. And And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
And Thomas has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. From deep, MP hits yet again. Wow!
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Well, the Nets shooting at just 26% in the second. And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
And the Warriors make some changes. Gordon comes in for Jimmy Butler, and Moody is subbed in for Kuminga. And a change for the Nets. Porter Jr.'s checked in. Now here's Thomas. 9 points in the game. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Down low. And Claxton throws it down.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
From deep, MP. Another 3 for Golden State.
And the 3 ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Now Curry over top. Oh, what an incredible end to the corner.
Wow, incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly.
Oh, with the clock running down, man, that was close.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Warriors ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hey, everybody. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
Well, I think for the Warriors, sitting in first place, they've taken care of it. Playoffs, that's approaching. They're where they need to be.
And we'll see how that home court advantage translates down the stretch. And now back to our game. What a half from MP.
Carrying the team at the offensive end, MP is the MVP right now.
Yeah, the scoring, the consistency of effort, no quit. When others are just tired, he's just warming up. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Whole world turned around when he said, whole world turned around when he said.
Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Butler out here with Trace Jackson-Davis. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's MP. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Warriors 5. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Free throw good, MP. And we're seeing teams now that have found success with twin towers inside. What's behind that, Sid?
Well, there's a big difference between positionless basketball and small ball. Key is, if you can be big and skilled, that's a pretty tough combination to match up with.
No matter how the game changes, rebounding is always going to be a factor.
It's always key.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
The Nets shooting just 21% from the floor. It's stolen by MP. Up the floor. And there's Butler. That one's good on the assist by MP.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive, but under control.
Now here's Thomas. It's Thomas on the wing. Pass to Claxton. Back to Thomas. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Oh, what?
So far, he's made all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Will grant for a late first-round pick. Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A., he's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide.
Now here's Thomas. 10 points for him. Clock at 2. Porter from outside.
You be acting profile, then the jam go down.
So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that could be as difficult as anything.
And Brooklyn, look at who they've got. Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Torrey. And it's Clowney in at the 4. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and the story of the night, he put together the rare quadruple-double, a game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP registering a quadruple-double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
From deep top.
Here's Torrey, right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Well, when we talk about what it takes to win a championship, star power is often the first thing mentioned.
Well, B.A., we know that talent is what wins basketball games at any level. There's no question. You need one star, and more often than that, at least another. But really, overall roster construction is critical.
And so in the game for the Nets, Porter Jr. and Clowney in it forward. Cam Thomas out there with Torrey. And it's Claxton in at the 5. Let's check in with our...
The Nets have gone 0-4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find them all. Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
Yeah, I dedicate this song to those that miss being dedicated. The world robs you of your spirit.
Shout out to the Most High God. Yes, we already
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. And so in the game for the Nets, Porter Jr. and Clowney in it forward. Cam Thomas out there with Traore. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
Basket counts. All the talk around the NBA, Grant, that quadruple double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, B.A. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple double. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Nails it from 3. Bogdanovich has got 11 points in the quarter.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Here's Traore, right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. They swipe it. He's got a clear path. Here's MP. And another one.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Here's Traore. To the middle. To end the run. And Claxton throws it down.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Pass to Butler. Back to MP. And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, man. MP, that was nasty.
You can talk with God. We don't blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Brooklyn's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Outside Porter. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Curry against Thomas. Pass to Traore. Takes a 3. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Back to MP. Now here's Bogdanovich. Here's MP. Bogdanovich on the wing. Nope.
Got Lana, I got Harry.
I'm cold. Is anyone else cold? Cold. Cold. Brooklyn's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Doris, you talk about the great scores. It's not enough to be elite one-on-one. You've got to be able to handle the double team, too. I mean, there's a lot there.
On a nightly basis, these are the best defenses in the world, scheming to take away the greatest strengths of the best individual offensive players. And you know what? Nightly, it's not enough. The great ones find a way no matter what.
We've got Stephen Curry. Butler out there with Trace Jackson Davis. Then it's MP. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Warriors' 5. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He dropped an amazing number of points and the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple double. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he loved to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP registering a quadruple double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
MP with it. Now, Thomas defending. That bucket in no time at all. Olsen's got 14 points now in the second half. And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
They've also been scoring on the break, but how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Brooklyn. They're playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
And Curry has it in the corner. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And the Nets with possession here. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry.
I like baseball. I like baseball. I like baseball. I like baseball. That's why I hate baby boomers. Go back to your country. Let's not talk about life. Don't tell that life. Don't tell that life. Don't tell that life. Don't tell that life. There's a monster already. Don't tell that life. 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 There's a monster already. Don't tell that life. Don't tell that life. Don't tell it. They on Facebook.
Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Butler. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's MP. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. That's the Warriors 5. Well, Tim, offensive efficiency has soared in recent seasons. So what has that done to the defensive landscape?
Well, offenses now are always hunting for the weakest link. So individually, even if you can guard your own position, you may end up in a difficult switch where you are at a disadvantage.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the
I like baseball.
Spurs was all business. He dropped an amazing number of points in the story of the night. He put together the rare quadruple double. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
All the talk around the NBA, Grant, that quadruple double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, BA. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
Now here's Collins. Still no points. And the Nets miss again.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there's enough game left to make corrections.
Outside Bogdanovic. MP, the pass to Curry. Outside Bogdanovic. 4 on the clock.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Good. He hits again. That's 91. An incredible feat.
Incredible indeed. This is just a flat-out insane performance.
Here's Touré. Kicks it out to Collins. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Pass to Touré. And here is Williams. And here's Porter outside. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Knocks down the long J. Curry's got 48.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
40 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to MP. Beyond the arc. And again for three. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
He's on fire.
Well, the Nets shooting just 21% from the floor. Here's Porter. The rebound by Austin.
Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance. He powers through size and skill. That is a tough tandem to contend with.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And the free throw, no good.
Come on.
Inside. Here's Thomas. Uses the glass on the layup. Thomas has got 12.
Oh, you gotta love the fight. Thomas going to work down low.
Back to MP. Gordon on the wing. The three is up. Another possession. Another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, BA.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Back after this.
I'll keep my hand too. AR-15 my speech is free too. Challenge for sucker. We will unleash soon. 76 you. And we want peace too, but we can't have plenty in there. Hey, boss for Christ, man.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
Outside Porter. Looking to get it going. And it's good on the lay-in.
And this is how you execute through contact. Porter Jr. outworking the defense in style.
Oh, got that one up quick.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Warriors.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And what can you say that hasn't been already said? We knew these guys would be great coming into the year, but their complete dominance is rare. They have redefined greatness.
Only a two-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
What a night. Doing it all. A triple-double. It takes a special player to do that. You have to enjoy watching this guy play.
Pass to Shed. Back to MP. To the left wing. From outside the arc. Another three for Golden State.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
To the inside. Here's Clowney. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
And here's MP from outside.
Why sign an artist that would promote that?
So it's the Warriors now. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. looking around. And another three for Golden State.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
So we see the war.
Oh, my team got like most kills. Most watch.
Here's taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a critical performance they put on.
I know their fan base appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. So long.
Cardi B sexualizing the girls. You can go and look, nobody speaks out because feminism got them shook. Black lives matter. Can we have the discussion? 300,000 babies aborted last year. Disgusting, dangerous place for someone black. The stomach of a woman. Y'all so selfish that our future and our youth means nothing. Power in numbers, but our birth rate is on the decline. I wonder why politicians don't mention us in the meantime. White Hispanic had an increase, meanwhile we behind. These reporters get paid by at least to make it all seem fine. And when y'all start thinking about the truth, they just distract. Y'all burn down cities if the police shoot somebody that's black. Y'all don't care about the reason it happened, cause they hide the facts. And once they have your emotions, they manipulate the stats. No justice, no peace, until everything collapses. But you still listen to black people getting killed in these raps. Black lives don't matter. Not to y'all anyway.
Right now.
Try to embarrass, try to embarrass, try to embarrass, try to embarrass. I don't want opinions, I want try to embarrass, try to embarrass, try to embarrass, please don't give me feelings, give me try to embarrass, try to embarrass, try to embarrass. Romans 2:6, you judge according to your words, but you say that ain't what pastors preaching in your church. When you read Hebrew chapter 6, then it's gonna hurt. I'ma preach God's word and all that hate won't work. I don't care about your scholars, I don't care about your theology. Colossians 2:8, do not be spoiled with philosophy. Are you following Jesus or do you follow mythology? Are you following Christ as a man? Don't choose idolatry. Nah, Bryson, do not care about no denominations. The Bible says do not rely on private interpretations. And Jesus said the Jews didn't understand what he was saying. Inside of me wasn't even tolerated among pagans. Hey, let us the church now, feeling like Paul. When I speak truth, then y'all turn into Saul. I know that saying is praying to fall. I see the evil exposing it all. Know that you blind and can't see through the fall. Y'all preaching things that's not scripture at all. The worst is I can't associate with y'all. That's the evil, but then they're not what it's called. I don't want opinions, I want chapter and verse. Chapter and verse. Chapter and verse. Please don't give me feelings, give me chapter and verse. Chapter and verse. Chapter and verse. Romans 2:6, you judge according to your works. But you say that ain't what pastors preaching in your church. 2 Corinthians 5:17, that's gonna hurt. But I'ma preach the word and none of that hate gon' work. Hold up. Now I don't know what you heard. Don't believe anyone that can't show you the word. Revelation 21:8. Now let's observe. All of the wicked gon' get exactly what they deserve.
Hey, Hebrews 10:26, they don't wanna read it. Like John 14:24, they don't wanna see it. Hey, Hebrews 6:4-6, now they can't believe it. Hey, they don't like the commandments because we gotta keep it. Hey, I don't want opinions, I want chapter and verse. Chapter and verse, chapter and verse, chapter and verse, chapter and verse. Hey, please don't give me feelings, give me chapter and verse. Hey, chapter and verse. Hey, chapter and verse. Hey, Romans 2:6, you judge according to your works. Hey, but you say that ain't what pastors preaching in your church. Hey, when you read Hebrew chapter 6, then it's gonna hurt. Hey, I'ma preach God's word and all that hate won't work. Hey, you get Bible chapter and verse right now. First thing first, ain't no other guy. Never worship idols, that's the other side. Never say the Lord name in vain. And we gotta keep the Sabbath holy on game. Respect your mom and your pops, don't kill. Don't commit adultery and don't steal. Don't bear false witness, keep it real. And never envy your brother, matter how you feel. If you love Jesus, you keep the commandments, don't avoid it. Jesus came to fulfill the law, not destroy it. Now it's time to pick a side and you got choices. So you gon' listen to God or the other voices. I know a lot of these churches gon' say different, but if it ain't scripture, then it's just opinions. John 14:21, how you feeling? Keep lying on Jesus and sparing false witness. And I care about the scripture, not what y'all say. Don't listen to progressive Christians cause they all gay. So I'ma go his way, not y'all way. I rock with Yeshua, I rock with Yahweh. Christian conservative gang, that's how I'm rocking. If the devil ain't working against you, you ain't popping. I'ma give the world the truth and I ain't stopping. I spread scripture while y'all argue over doctrine. Your favorite rapper, worth it saying y'all buying. But you claim about the price, I think y'all lying. Maybe y'all the ones that's crazy, not Bryson. I'm keeping the Sabbath holy as I'm praying. First thing first, ain't no other God. Never worship idols, that's the other side. Never say the Lord name in vain. And we gotta keep the Sabbath holy on game. Respect your mom and your pops, don't kill. Don't commit adultery and don't steal. Don't bear false witness, keep it real. And never envy your brother, matter how you feel.
Faith without works is dead. If you don't hustle, you ain't getting the bread. Now you live by the gun, you would die by the lead. Do a dumb thing, get a dumb reward, it's your head. It's like you reap what you sow. You get saved, but you don't live by the code. Running out of grace, you might get what you're owed. Don't follow weak Christians, better stick to the road. I'ma fight the devil, I'ma keep my fist on his throat. This my spot, I'ma do what he commanded to do. Now my thoughts, read it, I will not abandon the truth. This might be like the word of God, will never pander to you. You don't care if you like it, it don't answer to you. Check it, the word is the word. I don't care what you heard. It says don't murder and the lines ain't blurred. You can't live it up on earth, it won't count as time served. I'ma go against the world, I'ma leave thy hurt, okay?
First thing first, ain't no other God. Never worship idols, that's the other side. Never say the Lord name in vain. And we gotta keep the Sabbath holy on game. Respect your mom and your pops, don't kill. Don't commit adultery and don't steal. Don't bear false witness, keep it real. And never envy your brother, matter how you feel.
Got the devil on my skin. Commandments come alive, deadly sins we don't win. 7 bad luck, gotta trust for the lust. Reppin' God gang, hurry up, catch the bus. He was getting left with a mouth full of dust. Now he in the trenches with a mouth full of bust. Fitness, gotta keep my waist on lock. Could be a slow death, I got the glory of God. Start flowing, you in the gang. I'm in the God, different, no 2 chains. I got my first Bible in the G thing. I'm flipping through the pages, no sneak gang. It's first on my name, ain't no rad to me. I give it all to God, this is the rad to see. Yo, my name, cause I'm CCG. I had to humble on myself, who's the pride.
First thing first, ain't no other God. Never worship idols, that's the other side. Never say the Lord name in vain. And we gotta keep the Sabbath holy on game. Respect your mom and your pops, don't kill. Don't commit adultery and don't steal. Don't bear false witness, keep it real. And never envy your brother, matter how you feel. interpret it properly. Added to the scripture, then they overly explain. Then they say God is not a concept we can obtain. Okay, if that's the case, then stop explaining it, boy. And when someone disagrees, stop complaining it, boy. Early millions too different, so why they change it then, boy? It was your denomination, rep that game you in, boy. I'm trying to follow God, but they wanna see me slipping. They don't wanna see me winning. They say, Bryson, boy, you missing out on millions. I'm just seeing things different. I'm giving God everything. I'm giving God everything. Let's go. I'm trying to follow God, but they wanna see me slipping. And they trying to keep slipping. They don't wanna see me winning. They say, Bryson, boy, you missing out on millions. I'm just seeing things different. I'm giving God everything. Everything. I'm giving God everything. I give him everything. When you give your life to God and everything change. How you claim to be saved, but you still the same. You still got breath in you, so eternal life reigns. But if you choose in the world, who can you blame? I'm trying to show my friends the truth. They don't listen, cause they too caught up in the grace. But I'm Lord, when you coming back, this world is a mess. I try to warn them, but they get me feelings. I try to give them scripture, but they give me feelings. They supposed to lead, but they just follow the women. I think it's freedom is suppressed. I'm trying to follow God, but they wanna see me slipping. They don't wanna see me win. They say, Bryson, boy, you missing out on millions. I'm just saying, they giving God everything. I'm giving God everything. Let's go. I'm trying to follow God, but they wanna see me slipping. And they trying to keep slipping. They don't wanna see me winning. They say, Bryson, boy, you missing out on millions. I'm just seeing things different. I'm giving God everything. I'm giving God everything. I give him everything. This is hard work, no fact. Started in the dark first. Let them trust. I'll be on God first. Tip my hat off to anyone who prosper. Trying to follow God, but they wanna see me slipping. No fact. They don't wanna see me winning. They say, first, boy, you missing out on millions. I'll be on God first. I'm just saying things different. I'm giving God everything. You better put me in the game, coach. Let's go. I'm trying to follow God, but they wanna see me slipping. And they trying to keep slipping. They don't wanna see me winning. They say, boy, you missing out on millions. I'm just seeing things different. I'm giving God everything. I'm giving God everything. I give him everything. You too harsh and you too cold. I'm preaching God's word the same way that it's told. Never fold, never fold, never fold, never fold. I'ma stand 10 toes and I never sell my soul. And I know that I get persecuted, but it's what I chose. And the devil trying to lead you down all these ungodly roads. Ain't better read Ezekiel 3:18. Ain't no way to miss a temple, what I mean. You don't want a sinner's blood is on your hands. I'd rather want them all to wipe the slate clean. It's impressive, but the way you say it mean. But y'all don't preach the word of God at all, so what you mean?
I was in here for just for a minute, Mom. I was in here just for a minute. So bad.